back in the greenhouse on a Sunday for an unplanned live stream. And so I'm going to talk about the freeze first and then see if anybody joins us on a Sunday. Say, hey, how are you? I've been outside working and it's beautiful out today. It's been actually nice for the last 2 days after the rain bombs and the deluges of my area. We also had a freeze, and I was trying valiantly to save this one. All of these babies started growing late, and last year I harvested at the end of October a lot of stuff. But this year I have to say I had magnificent watermelons. So welcome to the greenhouse series. I don't see any chat. I don't know what's going on. Is there a chat for me to see? Let's see, top chat, live chat. Okay, well, anyway, welcome. Now it's supposed to come on while you join me. I did see something today that I wanted to chat about. And hey, David, it was on President Xi. They're having a, I don't know, twice every certain amount of time event. Hi, Jonquil. And it's in China. And he's vowing to be, boy, it's really, I got to put these on if I want to see that. Yeah, that's great. Everyone at Black Bear News Chat. Oh, he's still on live? What time is it? That's okay. I don't mind doing this. I actually fell asleep. I have been working all day harvesting, but harvesting something that I'm not going to share on the channel, and trying to save things, but no, it's over. It's over. It's the big cleanup is on. The big cleanup is on. So yeah, thumbs up. This is great for you to join me, but I only saw one chat. So anyway, because I don't have any news in front of me. I can't see anything in front of me except for the article I read about China and Xi pretty much vowing to clean up, saying that he's already cleaned up a whole lot in China. And there's different, opinions. My family members I have two family members that are from China, and I have never gotten a chance to ask her, which I've said how many times. My stepsister-in-law, sorry, my hair is really bugging me, my stepsister-in-law about this. And I don't know if anybody has anything to say about it, but if you do, let's chit-chat, about China and their environmental policies if they really are serious about becoming that kind of country, really becoming a leader, since they grew so fast and they got all our manufacturing, and they still do. This is about the only thing you can't get that's made in China, because it was made in my fucking yard. But I bet if I looked at that stupid sign, let's see here. The dollar store sign, does it even have a made in China? Can you see it? All right, let's see here. Made in China. I don't know if you can see it, but it was. And probably half the shit, from, yeah, it's made in China. So they did grow. And we shall see. We'll keep with that story, We'll keep up with that story and see if that becomes anything. So I didn't know Black Bear was still live, or I would be listening, and then I would have timed it better. But anyway, so what's going on with you guys? One could argue that America owes China so much money by now, they likely own Sandy's yard. I don't have any side effects. Yay. Well, but I can't say, I could not, I could not just say, okay, they're anything. I can't comment about anything about the Chinese people. My family members are lovely people. But I just actually want to ask Lee more about what's happening. I know that my nephew, they're having a baby. She's living here now with him. Hi, baby. And, politically life goes on. I want to use this as my support. This is my support butternut squash. Although it's not going to, I don't think it's going to make it. I don't think it's going to make it. I'm figuring what I can do with it. I thought about, well, maybe I'll just boil it. Then I really killed my support butternut squash. All right, so for this, I was working on trying to get a little bit more set up in here, but I'm so busy. I'm fairly sure the Chinese people are basically the same as Americans. Of course they are, and they want jobs and they want better things for their kids. I knew a lot of Chinese researchers in my work. And in fact, one of my Dr. Wan, she was working on project that before she came to our school to work in Great Lakes toxicology and chemistry, she was working on tamoxifen, which is a breast cancer drug. So, hooples, everybody, both people want to be Canadians. Hi, Kim. No, Kim, I didn't plan this. I'm going to see if this happens. I wanted to see how the audio was with the regular Mac, iPhone stuff, because last time it was absolutely horrible. So, hi, Jean. Hello. Jean, John, majority of people trying to make a living under incompetent governments. Yeah. Yay. And exactly. I think that's a huge problem. It's around the world. Incompetent, authoritarian, leaning governments all over the world, waiting to see what happens in Brazil at the end of this month. And in Iran, right now, I know a big prison. There's a lot of tumultuous stuff going on in Iran. And the prison there, Evin prison, I think, Evin, there's a lot of conflicting stories, but there a lot of dissidents are there, and it burned up. I've read 40 dead or 4 dead. I do understand completely the feeling of that they want, at least the women want to have some kind of freedom from having to be under these regimes, but they have to get out from MBS. They have to get out from those oppressive regimes, which the United States is running to become one for women. I mean, really, Iran should be something all women, people should be educated, but people aren't. And of course they're not. You just have to go into the climate change denier part of Twitter, and you will see that people are completely fucked. I'd say, in the long run. Anyway, it rained yesterday in Los Angeles. Hi, Groot. That's good news. I wish I could press the sound effect button. If I could do this on Sundays and manage to do it at a regular time in here, I could probably stay in this greenhouse December, at least, because it's pretty warm in here. It's pretty nice. Actually, this greenhouse would make a pretty decent place for someone to stay if they had a cot and they had their really good sleeping bag. This is pretty good. So, you don't think you could go to the climate denier section on Twitter? It would make you feel sad. It is sad. It really is. Some of their memes, I have to say, okay, I have to hold my emotional support, squash. Some of their memes are putting down the EV industry. And while we know that the EV industry is just business as usual, we also know it isn't going to stop, right? No, OG Skywatch, this is not hurricane proof, but I don't live where there's hurricanes, only tornadoes. So if the freak occurrence happened that there was a tornado, this would probably come up like the other one. Well, the last one got wrecked. I mean, it really got wrecked. So, I got more firewood today, by the way. It's all covered up and there's so much crap that has to be done to this house. Holy moly. Well, anyway. Holy moly, what decade am I from? Hello, Rollins Witch. Off to work soon? Okay. Tell us about your day, which I'm sure you will eventually. So the downside with EVs is you can't jam potatoes up the exhaust. Now, is that like something from from remembering back in the day. Alaska, yes, Alaska, yeah, yep. Oh, wait, shit. The one thing about this is, all right, Alaska has canceled its crab season. 2 billion crabs disappeared. And that also brings us to the restaurant industry, which I actually want to do a show on. That's researched because the restaurant industry, especially in the United States, is insane. And it's whatever. Oh, hi, Rich. I need 5 pool boys there. Well, I've got enough help. My neighbors came over today and they brought firewood, the best, from his property that he cultivates. And whatever they do, they're friends and they're wonderful. And I really don't want to use propane. And heat pumps are expensive. Although I do want to tell you, as I segue, what is a restaurant? Are we on Jeopardy? What is a restaurant? Okay. The most wasteful places in the United States. What is a restaurant? Yay! They certainly don't compost. Okay. Again, when I talk about these things, I really need this. I have emotional support squash. What else could be emotionally supportive? Anyway. All right. So we've talked about Xing in China. We've talked about emotional support butternut squash. We've talked about the fact that I need help here, but I know this. And yes, it sucks that I do have to pay people to help me. And, but I do have some friends. All right. I want to tell you a little bit about the trip to Vermont, which was absolutely, no, I don't want an emotional support pool boy, David. I got rid of one. Anyway, boop. So, hi, Gregory. Vermont is a beautiful state, and I got some really beautiful footage. And this whole trip came about because Sam's sister lives up there, Collapse Chronicle Sam, and his truck had issues. I wanted to go because I needed to get out of here. So I got some beautiful footage. I got to meet really great people, and Sam's sister's husband built their house over 25 years. It is absolutely gorgeous. I will be putting together some more video. It was a very nice trip. I got home, and of course, when you leave, that means you are days behind on all of the shit that has to happen here. So I have been doing some harvesting. Hoople's cat. Our human societies are dependent on animal cruelty and extraction with ignoring the pollution, changing that, and everything changes until that. Dead crabs, dead children, dead oceans. Boom, the show's over. I definitely need my support. I'm going to use this microphone. So, Hoople's cat, when can we find you on your channel of fabulous videos? Yeah, Hoople's cat. Turn me on to a pocket box, but I can't afford it much longer. I'm going to do the next one, what he does. I'm going to open the Apoca box, which is the Apocalypse Proper Living box, which is actually cool. Do a video like he does and copy after him. Only I won't know what any of it is. Yeah, it was well said. I love you, Hoople's cat. I love Vegematic. There's so many small YouTube channels. I just really care about the people and the whole community we've made. So, thank you guys, by the way. Thank you. You don't know either? Hoops. All right. I use emotional support potato and beers. Oh my God. I hardly drink, but in another thing about Vermont was this ginger cider beer. That was so good. I've got 2 cans here, and I'm going to bake one bread with that. And let's go out dancing, my friends. Yes. Kim blocked you? She must have had it was a mistake because that happens. Not, she says. This beer is really good. This ginger beer. Oh my gosh. But everything on this trip I noticed, and I'm like really, I had no business taking a trip. And Sam was very generous, but he wanted to see his sister. It was really nice. She's wonderful, taught me how to make tincture. Oh my gosh. It was such a nice few days. I'm going to tell you, it really was. Ginger beer is so good, BB says. Yeah, it was. Probably we will lose that. Just like we're going to lose coffee, just like we'll lose everything else. That's why I hoard coffee, my coffee. But anyway, I learned a lot up there. The people were amazing. I'm going to make some videos. It was just a great trip. The Northeast is spectacular. It makes me feel bad that we are having a spectacular fall, and so many people are suffering. Although I came home to what I call rain bomb, and I did show you that little video, and everybody made comments, and some people just said, oh no, that's just shitty gutters, blah blah blah. It's not just shitty gutters. Yes, I need a gutter system. Yes, I'm waiting for my pool boy to come seam it and put the gutter clips in, but the gutter screws. But he just bought a house for $28,000, so you can imagine how much work that needs. All right, but it was a rain bomb. It wasn't like just rain. We don't get that. We get torrential rain bombs. Homes, not just Florida hurricane homes, but homes all over the world can't handle what's coming. And if you don't have the money to fix it and make it appropriate, your structure isn't going to last. I don't know what my structure, if it would make it through another one. Europe is in bad shape with energy costs. The winter is going to be brutal. I feel it. I feel it. I'm scared of the winter here. I still owe propane money and I don't want to use it. Thank God for my friends with the firewood. You know, well, God, thank something to my friends with the firewood. But I'm not alone. I certainly am. Well, I certainly am not alone. People are frightened. People have fear all over the world, every country. We are the same, no matter how fucked up the governments are. All the governments do is subject us to propaganda. And you have to really you have to be a discriminating consumer of social media. Yeah. And then there was a comment I saw about when the most controversial was not when social media came on came in. It wasn't social media. It was the advent of the printing press was much more controversial because people never ever had that kind of means to get information around ever, except for handwriting or writing on a wall or using their support, emotional support, dead, green, beautiful little thing, right? Hi, Wendy. So, okay. Anyway, we're just making this short. If I do this, again, I think on Sundays, I'm going to definitely bring notes and all that because I like sitting out here. It's really nice. What did Rich say? The U.S. is being sliced in half again by our liquored up jet stream. East cold, west hot. Cheers. That's what I'm scared of. I am preparing to make sure that I'm going to be able to be warm, you know. We'll see. I hate to say it, but having a passive solar house totally off grid up here in Canada was amazingly smart, even if it is never finished. Yeah, if you guys want to see what they did, go to Hoople's channel. It's really interesting. I would love to have that geothermal, or even it's on the wall, you know, the heat that goes on the wall, the heat pump. But see, everything costs money. What I would love to have and what I can have is two different things. And pretty much every one of us, you know, that's where I come to say thank you for donating to the channel, so I can pay the internet bill to keep it on, and get the subscriptions, which every year, you know, they go up. But yeah. So does anybody have any topic that they would like to talk about? Would anybody like to share what kind of emotional support? What is their emotional support, butternut squash? Somebody else. If you have an interesting one, okay, bring it up. Jean, quite simple, but no long periods away from home. Hello, Wendy. So, Wendy, what's going on with you? David, I think Jean says a lot of people in the U.S. are having such big, yeah, houses, don't know how a wood stove would be enough. Well, my house is not that big, really. I live upstairs. I have a basement that's the same size, but soon to be emptied from the big purge. We're going to try the outdoor wood furnace soon. No fires here. Oh, shit. No, uh-oh. I hope I didn't screw you up. Live chat. No fires here. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I lost you, Hoops. No fires here yet. The old home has had wood burning last 2 weeks. I'm in a t-shirt. All right. All right. Listening to music from Zeppelin to Beethoven. Music is life, and so is water. My emotional support is being on a protest or action. That's cool, John. Okay, that's cool for you. I'll be doing some, well, no protesting. I couldn't even go on the Women's March. Too much here, and then it hurts, and then I can't walk or move. I'll be writing some postcards that my friend Karen asked me to do, handwritten to people around here because we really don't want our county fracked or extracted. Your dog Leah, she's a German Shepherd and she's your comfort, buddy. All right. You can give Leah a lick from Wolfie. Oh yes, Wolfie's cute. Definitely cute. And your dog had some surgery and broken jet stream, not enough or too much. Water is very, very wet. You guys are wonderful. I don't even have a toilet flush because I have no sound. But if this is successful and we figure out a good time to do this on Sundays, then I'll bring the other laptop out here for sure. And since this works pretty good, I guess it's better than those absolutely horrible headphones. Cooking is actually good emotional support for you, David. I like to cook too. I like to cook and can, so yeah, I can see how that can be. Mine gets a little weird, with making sure I have enough jars of whatever I need to have to get through the winter. How many of you do prepping? No, I say all those channels. You have an emotional support black lab, and he's your good boy. That's BB. She has a black lab. That's awesome. And moving wood for you really helps when you get down. Well, I can't say that helps me. I know it's a big job. Well, anyway, who brought out the mad scientist in Sandy? I blame Bila. Is he here? Yes, of course. You and your chatters are also a form of emotional support. Absolutely. I was thinking like, I don't want to do this today. My back is killing me. I wanted to give in. I had to lay down because I've been out since 8:30 this morning, clipping, trimming and working on hanging in my house. I'm drying herbs. Big job. I'm learning tinctures. I'm, trying to do a lot of things. You missed the late evening ones. Yeah. Well, I like this afternoon and I like being in the greenhouse actually, I do. And actually with this on, I can just pick this up and walk around a little bit, and maybe I don't have to just be sitting in here, but I can show you out here. And there's all the leaves. Is Cindy Seeley with us? Hi, Cindy Seeley. Cindy Seeley has a really neat place. She's got an awesome place in NC. She does. So the leaves have fallen. They are going. I did not plan to bring you guys back to the whole place, I didn't. Or I'd show you, I don't know if I would lose you live. I would show you where all the mess is in the creek, which you can't hear. But hey, this works out all right. I like this. Yeah, I definitely like it. So let's see. All right, guys, I have been 24 minutes. I said I would make this a half an hour. So it is actually gorgeous out. It is just beautiful out. I'm liking it. Rich, you did 2 miles on the mountain bike today, and now I remember why I haven't done it in so long. Oh, you poor thing. Now, I don't know. Let me see. Can I turn this around? Yeah, look at that. All right, we might be able to take a little bit of a walk. I don't know how this will work, how far I can go. Let's see. Yeah, I've got an iPhone. I'm outside. So I just came out of the greenhouse. And now I'm walking. Look at the leaves. I've started picking up stuff for the compost, which is all the way on the other side. And then, all right, well, I'm sorry, guys, but I take old political signs, and you might get mad at me, but I target shoot them. I mean, hey, I live here alone, so I target shoot. I'm never going to hurt anybody. I have to reconnect. See, I can't go far. I don't think I go far live, at least with the, yeah, I know the signal dropped. That's because I have it on Wi-Fi. I got to do some testing in the back. Yeah, it is too far from the Wi-Fi. And I refreshed it and I'm back. It's all testing, right? It's all testing. And so I'm not going to go far back. I guess I won't go as far back unless I turn off the Wi-Fi. And then it does draw from the tower, but I don't want to keep you guys for forever. See, in here, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. This is my painting table, but all of these are pieces of wood that are around one of my gardens. And inside, part of the job of cleaning up the mess in my basement post-divorce is working on and bringing all these inside and making them work for just spray painting so that they don't fall apart and I can use them next year and they don't get deteriorated. Anyway, yeah. Oh, Jean, you're so sweet. You like target shooting? Low-key political bashing, destroying election campaign posters from previous elections. Maybe it is, but I actually like Max Delapia. Max Delapia is the guy I told you about who has the glacier named after him in Antarctica. It's called the Delapia Glacier. He's running for Congress where I live. I like him. He's really nice. That's the problem. He's probably too nice to be, well, let's take a little walk. He's probably too nice to be in Congress, and I'll take you for a little walk. We won't lose the internet, and I don't want to sit there because sitting hurts. And I'll take you for this little walk to show you. I will show you cleaning up all these things have to go away and fold up. All right, here we go. This, I'll just show it to you. When we had the rain bomb the other day, it fills up and then it overflows up there. Whoa, what happened? Oh, okay. It overflows up at the top, and this is how you're going to get the water out, to fill buckets or whatever. And if we have that kind of mess next year, it's 420. Hi, Rich. It's 420. If we have the kind of mess that we had last year, I'll have water from the drought, I hope. And I got the tablets, to take care of them. So here's my trees, which I thought I showed you all. I didn't walk out here. These are all babies, and I really have to take care of them. And this guy lost I ate the apple. Let me tell you what. I ate the apple off that. Eve ate the apple. And guess what? I'm still here. Throw some goldfish in the tank? This guy lost all of its leaves. And plums and pears. And I want to make sure they're not too tight before the winter. And make sure that they don't get eaten by the deer. Yeah, it's nice. And the garden's a complete mess. But I have time for that. Nothing better tasting than that apple. It was really, it was really actually really friggin' delicious. And the garden's a mess. It's going to have to be, now that's not mine. I want to grow trees or put up a fence, but I can't. Everybody that owns property around me seems to be putting up seems to be parking their RVs there, and it has just completely ruined my view. But I might take you up to just where I sit at night when I want to look over the front of the place. I wish I had bought that bar next door, and I made a big mistake. Okay, I'll show you. All right, where I sit. And then I'm probably just going to get off this thing because I really have nothing. I didn't have anything really planned out except to talk about China. So, all right, so let's look at what happened. They're across the street neighbors. Yeah, it's horrible. I need to, my view is, it's horrible over here. He didn't sell it. That's the only neighbor. These people are just ruining, they're just weekend people. Gaza, you have 2 IBC tanks. Reservoirs are drastically low here in the UK. If we do not get a wet winter, maybe stand, oh my God, pipes on street corners like 1976. All right, so if I look this way, I don't have to see them. So nobody's living in the RVs. They only come up here for weekends. They come up here for weekends, and then in the wintertime, it's hunting season. So they're going to come up to hunt. So in the wintertime, they will, they'll move it back. They'll move them back. But it's pretty ugly. So I think it's pretty ugly. I think they're really ugly. So here, this is my waterproofing. Look at that. No water in the basement whatsoever. None. All by hand. Runs down here. Jerry, my pool boy. Pickaxe. So closing up, and one freeze. And I don't know how it is in where you live. Jean-Kiel, you're still here. Have you had a freeze yet? Up there where you live? Killed all my cosmos. Cosmos are gone. Yep. And yeah, they're gone. So I do have flowers. And I decided I would let the tomatoes just stay on there and see what happens to them. Yeah, everything has to be cleaned up. But this is one thing here Jerry did. So my deck won't fall down. Emotional support beams. They're definitely emotional support beams because all the wood goes up there. So that's pretty funny. I have emotional support beams, and I don't have much of a compost other than it's over there, and it's absolutely wonderful. And it's not anything big, and I don't have anything grow. I don't have it in wood. Nope. Just compost. I just put it all over there. Rewild, and the people I visited in Vermont are rewilding because everybody is. Yeah, everybody is. Okay, so here's my emotional support compost. I was doing it today, but I got to be careful how much I do so I don't hurt myself really badly. And yeah, pretty much everything here is an emotional support in some way or another. Yeah, it's all there. And I'm a very fortunate, lucky person. Things may be falling apart, but I have a place to live. I have a roof over my head. I have some privacy. I have some land. Yeah, ugly RVs, but they're only here on the weekend. During hunting season, I just have to make sure I wear an orange vest when I take my walks in the back so that I don't get a bow and arrow in my ass or shot. And I'm not I just do target shooting anyway. All right, guys. Compost inside a greenhouse makes quite a bit of heat. I used to have it in the corner of that greenhouse, and then I grew tomatoes out of it, and they were fantastic. So, hi, Julie. It's going to be 23 late next week. This is crazy for the UK. Not anymore, hon. It's all nuts. It's all nuts. It's all crazy everywhere. And so we have our emotional support channel here. All right, well, listen, it's 35 minutes, and if anybody has anything else they want me to bring up and chit chat, it's Sunday afternoon ramblings, which I kind of like. And I think I'll have note cards with topics, just like the old days. And I'm going to say goodbye and like the page and thank you for everything, for donations and everything that you guys do for me and the channel. Mwah, I love you. Thank you. Cindy, I love you too. I wish I could visit you. Yes, it's a big circle of people visiting, people visiting, people visiting. Peace out. Not environmental. Hi. Hey, trying to, I think of you every time I have terrible audio. Mwah, be kind. That's a good one. I will end with that. And thank you. Sunday afternoon ramblings. Environmental Coffee House. I'm Sandy Shellis. Peace out. I'll be making some videos pretty soon.